Change energy just a little bit. I read this story. There was a small town, and on the outskirts of that town there was a house, an old dilapidated house. And the ghost that lived there frightened everyone, children and adults alike. Everyone stayed away from the house, but it's Halloween. And a photojournalist is in town, and oh boy, would he like to have a picture of this ghost. It would be the story of the day. So, armed with his camera, he goes to the haunted house. And the ghost hears him come in and immediately descends on him with clanging chains and ooh, scary noises. And the journalist said, it's just me. I've just come to take your picture. Well, no one had ever asked the ghost to take his picture before. He thought this would be great stuff, become a popular ghost. So he posed for many ghostly photos. And the journalist was so delighted and filled with himself for this wonderful opportunity he had to be the first person to photograph this scary ghost. He dashed back to his dark room, and as he began developing the film, it was all black. It was underexposed. So the moral of the story is, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Thank you for laughing. I was hoping that you would. But we have been talking about masks over and over and over again for the last 18 months. The great debate of our society has been to mask or not to mask. So this mask that we wear, this COVID mask, has gone from a simple surgical mask to sparkles and bangles and sports teams and everything in between. And it's not uncommon for us to wear masks. Often in our life, we have worn masks long before there was a mandate or an instruction to do so. All of our lives, we have worn masks. So see if any of these masks are ones that you identify with. The mask of the cool dude. And a dude could be a male or female. That's the word of the day, I've been told. So it's the cool dude, that one that always is easygoing, has the aura of a Tibetan monk. Nothing ruffles the cool dude. Everything's always fine. Until it's not. That energy builds and the disappointments of life, and there has to be a way for that frustration, anger, and strife of life to come out. So sometimes it comes out by exploding at home or bashing the waitress at the restaurant because there's sugar and cream in his coffee instead of black coffee. Identify with the cool dude mask. Maybe you've worn the mask of humor. When you're most hurt, you laugh your way through the experiences. At least you're laughing and not crying so that no one sees your tears, your sadness. Sarcasm is a part of that humor. Ever hear yourself being snarky or sarcastic? Oh, I see hands going up. Yeah, true confession. Yes. We get to be sarcastic as a defense mechanism for what really hurts us. Yes, sarcasm is an intelligent form of humor. It's high intellect, yet it covers and masks a hurt and insecurity. Perhaps you have moved a time or two in life as a martyr. There's sometimes the same hands going up for all the masks, which is really good. Sometimes it's, oh my, look at all the work I've done. We have this project completed. We have this home decorated for Christmas. We have this done. Oh, and I've done it all alone. Yes, it's a comfortable place to be in that mask of the martyr. We can recognize it. Sometimes it's easier to recognize this mask in others and more challenging to recognize it in ourselves, and that's the mask of the bully. We've seen a lot of the bully in our political environment over the last few years, and we recognize that in others. So my question is, when are we that? When are we coming across so strongly, so confidently that we demand people to do it our way or the highway? Maybe our bullying is a little more subtle than that. Maybe it's coercion and guilt tripping. We see the big expanded versions of these, but there's subtle nuances in all of them that we might see. What happens when the world isn't going your way, our way? What happens when the work team or the family makes a choice of events that's different than what we would like to do? Do we begin to try to change people's minds? Do we get to putting pressure on people to do what we would wish to do? Or perhaps you identify with the mask of the control freak. I don't think that control has to be freaky. It can be really subtle, really, really subtle and gentle, but we've named it a freak. And most of us have that. At some point in time, in some experiences, we move behind that mask of being in charge, of being in control. It gives us a sense of safety and security and assuredness of, well, this is the plan, and this is what I'm sticking to. This is the plan that I've made for this day, and gosh darn it, the traffic, you've got to go with me. Everybody else, we have to move right at the same time and left. It's keeping that environment consistent. It's a sense of safety for us many times. So we wear that mask of everything's in control. It's all okay. Everything's in control. We hide behind a mask of insecurity. That is the mask of control, freak or not. And then we have the people pleaser. When I look through, oh boy, don't want anyone to be upset with us. Don't want anyone to be unhappy. We will stand on our head to make people happy. We will recreate our entire day and restructure our entire life so that others are happy. We wear that mask of a people pleaser. The only problem with that is people change minute by minute, and people flow into and out of our life. So the person that thought you were an angel sent to earth on this day, 2 months later, they might see you as the spawn of Satan. There is no pleasing others. But when we wear that mask of the people pleaser, it can be very confusing because everyone has different things that please them. So if I'm trying to please my children, I'm this. If I'm trying to please my parents, I'm that. If I'm trying to please my coworkers, I'm, oh my goodness, who am I on any given moment? So that we wear that mask of people pleaser so that we are accepted as we are. We are accepted and welcomed into the circle of humanity. You might notice this one, a self-basher, self-deprecating, minimizing self. Yeah, sometimes people wear that mask, hiding behind the goodness that they really are, the bigness of themselves. Oh, we can't be too bold or too proud. We've got to be humble. Messages that we've heard in our life that tell us these things. Sometimes we wear the mask of the introvert. Now, I know that there are introverts and extroverts and all of that in life, but it's when it is too extreme. The introvert is really moving in fear of stepping into a room, stepping into a group. What if people don't like me? What if people don't accept me? What if I'm not smart enough, good enough, quick enough, clever enough, humorous enough? What if? What if I'm too much? What if I talk too much? What if I'm too opinionated? What if I'm too funny for them? That balance of not enough, too much. Where's that mask of the introvert? And then finally we have the social butterfly. Oh, I love social butterflies. I envy them. They're happy and comfortable and outgoing and easy breezy in every environment they land in. Like a butterfly. Give a butterfly a field of flowers and they're happy everywhere they go. And that's the social butterfly. It becomes a mask when we have 3 gatherings in an afternoon every day of the week that we're afraid to be with ourselves. The mask of the social butterfly covers fear, insecurity, doubt. All of these masks cover what we don't want the world to see about us. Oh, that's pretty scary for the world to know my insecurities, my bruises and my bumps, my wounds and my hurts, isn't it? Maybe, maybe not. What if we take off that mask? Oh dear. Yet another mask. A little thinner, a little more exposed, but still another mask. So what are we keeping from the world now? We're keeping us from the world as we bounce through life with a mask. We hide ourself, our true self, from the world. So in Scripture we hear in Matthew that you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hillside can't hide. It's there for everyone to see. You are the light of the world. People don't light a candle and hide it in a bushel. They place it on a lamppost for the whole house to see and for their way to be lighted. So let's take off all of our masks. Take them all off. And let the light of who you are shine through. Because you are the light of the world. We've said this many times, and I'll say it again. You shine in this world as only you can. There is no one else that shines like you. And the really important part of that is someone is waiting to see your light. Someone is waiting to see your light as only you can shine it. Yes, we can all tell a joke. But the way I tell a joke isn't going to connect with people the way you tell a joke or you tell a joke. The words that you speak, the way that you speak them, someone is waiting to hear your wisdom, your love, your kindness, your compassion, as only you can share it. So as you hide behind that mask, either the thin one or the big and bold one, either way, you are hiding yourself from the world. You are hiding that part of you that God has put into this earth. That all that God is, you are, that's true. All of it. So when you hide behind your mask of shyness or cool dudeness or your humor, you are hiding the true God expressing as you, that someone is waiting and wanting to hear your words, to see your smile, to receive your love, to be honored by your presence, to receive a smile. Someone is waiting for you to show up as the light that you are. Simple little scripture. Probably heard it since you were yay high. It's so true. And now it is in 1932, Charles Fillmore said, "There's no time more important than now." And here we are at 2021, and there is no time more important than now for us to be the light. For us to be bold and brave to walk into the world as that light. And to shine, all of you, courageously, bigly, boldly in the world. And we are told these words, "I tell you mortals what is good, and what is asked of you, to do justice, show mercy, walk humbly with our God." So we go into the world as the light to do those things. So we stand and do justice. To do justice, that's action. That's to step up, speak up, be just with all people, treat all people in fairness. Not the same. Everybody deserves different treatment. But treat all people fairly and justly. Be humble. We are no better than anyone else walking on this earth. We are no less than anyone else. We are all connected by that thread of humanity that binds us together as one. We are all the same. Now, I look across this room, not a single person looks the same. Yet that Namaste, Namaskar spirit tells us that we are the same. Your pain is my pain. Your joy is my joy. We move as one humanity across the planet and beyond. So we walk humbly with our God. We walk daily in our practices of prayer and meditation. Our practice of forgiveness and letting go, our practice of gratitude, saying to the world and to the universe, yes, I love this, give me more of this. Our gratitude says that. So you are the light of the world. Turn around and look at each other and tell me, do you see light? Do you see light? You are seeing your light reflected back to you. So the light that you see is the light that you are. So go into the world and shine on, shine on. You know how it goes, left hand over right shoulder, right hand over left. Give yourself a big old squeeze. Boo! You've been loved and hugged by me.